welcome. I thought I'll do a little lesson video today because I haven't actually done one for quite a while. I've just been making videos of little chord progressions and songs that I've been writing, so I thought I would do a lesson video today. And what I thought I'd do is we'd look at our little pinky today. Little pinky is often an overlooked little finger when playing ukulele. When you first start playing uke, we often only use these three fingers. You know, I'm sure when you first started you learnt C, you used your ring finger. Then you learned G or F. So these three are really the fingers we start off using when we're playing uke. But after you've been playing for a little while, you're going to want to explore four-finger chords. And it's inevitable that you're going to come across a song every now and then that will have a four-finger chord in it. I just was playing a song the other day that had what we call an F7 chord, which basically is your F shape, and then ring finger on third string, third fret, and little pinky on the C, so that our first string on the third fret. That's an F7. So at some stage you're going to need to develop this little guy to make it strong and also to get some control over moving it around. So it's important, if you're thinking of advancing your playing and eventually playing four-fingered chords, you really should start now to develop your ability to use this little guy, because it takes a little while to get control over it. As like with everything on the ukulele, what makes good technique is repetition. Slow and accurate over and over and over again always brings the biggest and best results. So a very simple little exercise you can start to develop is using your little pinky and your ring finger, and you can practice moving up and down the fretboard just using those two fingers. And we're going to use them, let's start on the third fret. So put your little pinky onto what you would normally play as a C chord, and then we're going to get our ring finger and stick it on the third string. So it looks like that. So we're going to miss out a string and play it like that. So that's shape. Even though when I strum that it doesn't sound very good, but so we're not playing this to sound good, we're going to use this as a training exercise. So if you play that shape there, and then try moving it up to the 5th fret, and then up to the 7th, and then maybe up to the 10th. Reason why I'm saying those fret numbers is because on my uke, and on a lot of ukes, you have fret markers on 3, 5, 7, and 10, and 12. And often on 14, 15 or so. So it really doesn't matter, if you stick to those frets or if you just go up one at a time. Or so actually you could try it like that. Do one at a time, up and down, and then try going skipping one fret at a time. So going to every second. And just by going up and down like that, you're actually practicing that, using that little finger, and also to develop skill with it. The reason why we want to work with those two fingers on those strings is because a lot of four-finger chords, not all of them, but a lot of them actually have that shape. So even your G7 uses those two fingers in that way. And in fact, it's good to get used to playing a G7 without using your index finger. That trains you to do that. In fact, if you try playing C, G7 and F without using your index, that's also another little exercise that I learnt from Hawaiian man Kimo Hussey. He uses that technique to develop little finger ability and skill. But again, using those two fingers, if I put them on the 3rd fret and then make an F behind it, that's that F7 chord. And that shape is used all the way up the neck for different chord inversions. If I turn my index and ring middle finger around the other way to create the opposite slant, fact, if I moved it up to the 5th fret, that would be a C7, an inversion of a C7. So, as you can see, and those two shapes, that F7 shape and that C7 inversion shape, are both using the little pinky, the little finger and the ring finger on the 1st and 3rd string. And as I said, as you move them all up and down the neck, that shape with the either F slant behind it or the F slant the other way for the C7 up here, there are heaps of chords all the way up the neck using those shapes. So it's a good shape to start with and to get to know how to play really well. So practice that 1 and 3 string up and down the neck. And see how that goes. It's going to feel a bit weird when you first start. Also your little pinky is going to start hurting, just like all your other fingers did when you first started playing. But through time you'll be able to play that really, really well. And really it starts you down that path of being able to play 4-finger chords. Hope this video has been useful to you and helpful. I'll look forward to making some more in the near future. Bye!